Before Bernie Sanders so emphatically delivered the endorsement that Hillary Clinton was hoping for and needed, First Lady Michelle Obama delivered a speech that electrified the audience at the convention. Evoking the spectre of Donald Trump, she passionately endorsed Clinton, saying this campaign was about who the country trusted with the power to, quote, influence our children in the next 4 to 8 years.
I am here tonight because in this election, there is only one person who I believe is truly qualified to be President of the United States, and that is our friend Hillary Clinton. Someone who understands that the issues a president faces are not black and white and cannot be boiled down to 140 characters. Look, because when you have the nuclear codes at your fingertips and the military in your command, you can't make snap decisions. You can't have a thin skin or a tendency to lash out. You need to be steady and measured and well-informed. We need to pour every last ounce of our passion and our strength and our love for this country into electing Hillary Clinton as President of the United States of America. So let's get to work. Thank you all.
Our correspondent at the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia is Simon Marks. He's there. He heard Bernie Sanders, and before that, he heard Michelle Obama.
Absolutely magnificent. That Michelle Obama speech, John, is going to be remembered for years to come. It was a searing and soaring moment here in the hall, far and away the strongest speech that we've heard from anyone in either party during this election campaign so far. But let me take you back to where this absolutely electrifying day in American politics began. When this first day of the Democratic Party's convention got underway a few hours ago, it seemed that there was going to be uproar on the floor of this convention, because the very first mention of Hillary Clinton's name, which came when a minister was giving the invocation, saying a prayer at the start of this first day of the convention, that first mention of Hillary Clinton's name brought jeers, boos and catcalls from Bernie Sanders delegates here in the room. And for at least 90 minutes of the proceedings here, that was the theme. Every time any speaker came out onto this podium and invoked Hillary Clinton's name, the Bernie Sanders people in the room, and remember, he's got 1,849 delegates here because he performed so strongly during the primary elections. Every time Hillary Clinton's name was invoked, they were on their feet screaming, "Bernie, Bernie, Bernie." And on one occasion, Bernie Sanders delegates from the California delegation started shouting of Hillary Clinton, "Lock her up," echoing the same phrase that we heard at the Republican convention in Cleveland just a week ago. Fast forward to the final hour of this night, and the hour that was seen on primetime television here in the United States, beamed into living rooms across the country. And you had Michelle Obama, Senator Elizabeth Warren, left-leaning senator from Massachusetts, and then Bernie Sanders, a coordinated attempt by the Clinton team, using those surrogates on the stage to damp down the uprising from Bernie Sanders supporters and delegates in the hall. And even as Bernie Sanders was throwing his weight firmly behind Hillary Clinton here, some of his supporters were taking issue with him. They were barracking him. Some of them here tonight told us, and protesters have been saying on the streets outside this arena, they will not vote for Hillary Clinton. They will sit this election out. And that, of course, is absolutely terrifying to the Clinton campaign team.
Simon, all of that, though, predates, I think, the most definitive, the singularly most important sentence that has been uttered throughout all of this time by anyone in the Democrats, and it's Bernie Sanders saying, and I quote, "Hillary Clinton must become the next president of the United States." Surely it stops there, doesn't it, with the Sanders supporters?
I'm not sure it definitely stops there with some of the diehards. I mean, there is a diehard group here called the Bernie or Bust group, and they have been absolutely resistant to numerous attempts that he's made, not just here, but over the last couple of weeks, to try and get them to rally behind Hillary Clinton. The Clinton team went to great lengths on this first day of the convention to keep reminding Bernie Sanders supporters just how far he has moved the party. They insist it now has the most left-wing party manifesto that the Democrats have ever embraced. They insist that they are serious about reforming the rules that govern primary elections here and the rules that govern the Democratic National Committee. And as you know, the head of the Democratic National Committee, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who was supposed to preside over this convention, she hasn't been seen here today because she had to resign on Sunday night and she had to remove herself from presiding over this convention. So the Clinton people are saying to the Bernie Sanders diehards, look, we've given you a lot. Now it's your turn. You've got to give back to us and you've got to swing behind Hillary Clinton. And they were substantially aided in that goal by Michelle Obama. In some ways, the most important sentence that we heard here tonight may have been when Michelle Obama came on the stage and said of Hillary Clinton, I'm with her.
Simon Marks speaking to us from the convention. You could hear the noise in the background.